Hello everyone, it's Ali from Titan and welcome back to our channel. I am starting off all of our STRIXHAVEN openings here on the channel for, of course, release weekend coming up this Friday. Now, I was originally going to be opening up all of our boxes that we're going to be doing today on Friday, but since the Rittenhouse Star Trek Picard does release this week, does release today, but it isn't arriving until Friday, and I will be having a 2-case live break of that. Wanted to make sure you guys still had good quality videos, nothing rushed. So since our STRIXHAVEN arrived today, that is why I'm here, but I am kicking off today's STRIXHAVEN openings with a Japanese set booster. This is our first time we'll be opening up a Japanese set booster here on the channel. When Ikoria, Layer of Behemoths came out, we did have some Japanese collector boosters. Not sure if they exist this time around, but we do have Japanese set boosters where, of course, you can find those Japanese alternate art mystical archives. And actually, I do have this website page from Card Game Database pulled up. Quick little cheat sheet for me to be able to identify which of the alternate arts they are, because of course they are in Japanese. I do have some experience with Japanese, but there's a lot of kanji on these cards that I don't recognize. So if I'm not sure on which ones any of them are, I can go ahead and look them up for you guys real quick. But we're starting off with the Japanese set booster. Then I'll be opening up 3 collector boosters, another English set booster, and then I'll be wrapping off our STRIXHAVEN openings with a bundle. So that's what's on the schedule for today. Let's just go ahead and get started. Lots of content coming to the channel, and with the set boosters taking longer than the collector boosters, will be quite some long videos. So let's just go ahead and get on into it by snapping us into the corner, and let's get started here. Now, I believe I checked on TCG Player. Looks like still the most expensive card out of STRIXHAVEN in general are those Japanese foil demonic tutors. So that would be a great pull here. But I'm just very excited to check out these Japanese alternate arts in person. I know several of you guys are planning on collecting the whole set. I am very tempted to do so, although I have some other stuff that I'm looking forward to completing collection-wise, and also to bring you guys some more fun cosplay here on the channel, and on my personal channel too, Ali's Treasure Trove, link in the description. But alright, the set boosters don't like to stay open very well, so even when you bend this in, it does pop out once there's not too many packs. So just have that kind of oddly off screen. But alright, here we go. They are, of course, in Japanese language, so hopefully I will be able to recognize the regular rares and mythics as well. But let's get started here. Ooh, the art cards are in Japanese too. That wasn't something I had thought about, but there is that super cute owl. So definitely going to be a little bit of a struggle fest, but I hope you all will bear with me as we look at these Japanese cards. We have our first rare. Ooh, that looks super cool. Now, I do think I have seen this one before, but it's easier for me to just scroll through this page. So I think this video will take quite some time. Where is this art? This is a really cool art. It has the English ones as well, so I can scroll through and see. Of course, this one is Tendrils of Agony in Japanese. Now, the alternate arts, I think it's kind of like a War of the Spark deal. Oop, foil rare. Where you're not getting a Japanese alternate art in every pack. That is, of course, one of the regular ones with that English border, just in the Japanese language. Tendrils of Agony is our first mystical archive. Ooh, and we do have our first Japanese alternate art here. Which one? Let me check. We have Counterspell for our first, and it looks like we have a foil. Oh, that is a foil of Eliminate. Foil Eliminate. Japanese language mystical archive. But man, these cards, this is gorgeous. Our Counterspell here. I love how they're completely different as well. I do like the regular border, but I like this one with, of course, the text box up there in the actual direction that you really do read Japanese in, especially Japanese books. They go this way, not really across like we're used to reading over here in the United States or in Canada. Actually, I was looking at our statistics the other day. It looks like now, it used to be that Japan was actually one of the highest in the top 4. It was a small percentage, but still in the top 4 for where people view the channel from. Looks like it's USA and then Canada now is like 30%. I assume that's because we have a lot of hockey openings here on the channel. And then the UK, and then I think Germany actually is now the 4th largest percent of viewership here on the channel. There is our lesson spot. Rare, and we have another USA. I'm going to put them in the same pile. I had initially been separating them out. Oh, we have a list card. The list cards are only in English. Interesting. Bellfire Liege. That was something I wasn't expecting, to be honest. But I know in our regular set booster opening, our English set booster, I had tried to separate them out by rarity. But just because we have a lot of piles going on right now, I'll do a recap at the end. But we'll go ahead and just keep them all in the same pile. And one thing I just noticed, there's the little Mystical Archive stamp there. The set symbol on the regular cards, the little piece of paper there. That's cool. It's like a little seal printed on these Japanese cards. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So those are some things I wasn't expecting. Wasn't expecting to see the art cards in Japanese, and was not expecting to see the list cards in English. So that's very interesting. Ooh, we have some sort of borderless. Oh no, that is just another Mystical Archive. Ooh, gorgeous. Gorgeous card here. Lots of scrolling going on in this video. But at least they're color sorted. Should be easier to find. That is Infuriate. Wow, these cards are so gorgeous. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. There is the Debating Duelists little card there for Silver Quill. Oh, cool. I like these so much. Foil, Forest. Rare. We have Daemogoth, Titan, I believe. I'm guessing this is Duress, actually. I was gonna say Brainstorm because it looks like she's thinking, but actually it looks like she's suffering because this is Duress. I certainly hope we find a foil here. That would be wonderful, a foil Japanese Mystical Archive. There is that Pest Mythic. This is trying to rack my memory. This is from War of the Spark. Ooh, which card? D-Spark, yes, D-Spark. Looks like a play on the original art, of course, mixed with the actual story from War of the Spark. Secret Lair advertisement, but in Japanese. Ooh, there's another Japanese here. Let's go look for red cards. I'm seeing now that they are color themed. This is Grape Shot. Color themed by whatever is in the back of the title text box. Grape Shot. Kazmina's on this card. Ooh, Kazmina has an owl. Urza's Blueprints is a rare list card. That's cool. From concept to paper to reality. Cool flavor text. But man, seeing these Japanese alternate art cards in person really makes me want to complete the whole set. Definitely have to check prices on those after this video. I expect them to be quite expensive. I did manage to complete the War of the Spark Planeswalker set in non-foil. Really wish I had went ahead and gotten that Liliana in foil when it was only $600. Last time I checked, it was about $2,500. So definitely missed the boat on that card. You can only imagine what these mystical archives will get to the longer they exist. I know, of course, prices are adjusting right now with release weekend. Lots more people are getting their boxes in, able to crack for singles and sell on TCG Player, eBay, and the like. But as of right now, probably on the lower points of what these foil prices will end up at. 2 rares there in that pack. And we have a foil mythic here. That's cool, foil mythic. I've gotten myself more familiar with the rares and mythics of the set, although I recognize images and not names quite yet, so I do feel a bit dumb here. But I hope you all are still enjoying this video, even though I am having to look up lots of these card names. Definitely will get more and more used to these new singles as we continue to open stuff out throughout the day. But I wanted to go ahead and do this Japanese set booster first, even though I didn't feel 110% prepared, just because I know this is something that a lot of you all are excited about the most, the Japanese set booster and those collector boosters coming up next. We have our second mythic of the box. Aww, she's so cute. I love all the different art styles used here on these Japanese alternate art cards. They do seem to fit really well together, but you can tell each artist really has their own style. I'm not used to the color sorting here. This is Gift of Estates. The way I sort stuff by color, instead of like the traditional order, I do black, blue, green, red, whites, multicolor artifact. And like for the 5 regular colors, I actually just do them in alphabetical order. Versus like the Warburg order or whatever however it's pronounced. So I'm like trying to scroll to the bottom, I'm like, where's the white? But the white cards are up at the top. These art cards are so cool. I did manage to complete a set from Modern Horizons. Didn't finish my Zendikar set. And will most likely not be able to complete this set here. But they do look really sweet to look at. Wrong pile. Oh, we have a rare lesson. Ooh, we have that Seb McKinnon mythic here. There's our third mythic of the box. Ooh, very cool. This dude here looks like a Naruto character. He looks like the first Hokage. The name right now, I can't remember off the top of my head. But Tsunade's grandpa, that's what he looks like to me. This is Negate. Okay. We have a Negate. Another foil. Really hoping, like I said, that we do see a Japanese alt art foil. We do have a regular English Mystical Archive foil. But no Japanese, just quite yet. Double Major, rare. Recognize that card. And we have another blue. This time, it is, this is Compulsive Research. Foil. Very rude pack, not letting me open you on up. Come on, man. I know, of course, there are the pull tabs on Japanese packs, but I feel like they don't particularly help you open them on up very much. I feel like it actually takes longer with the pull tab. Maybe that's just a personal issue. Definitely could be. But, I don't know. Ooh, we have a black. This is Village Rites. Alpha Kavu from the list. Alright. Is this the same? I wonder if this is the same artist. It is not. I was wondering, the art style looked very similar in the face here between these two cards, but they are two different artists. Let's check out this card. Ooh, I'm looking at the images here. The multicolor cards, actually the text box fades from one color to the next. That looks super cool. Hopefully we do find one of those. We have Revitalize, Grim Harvest from the list, no gold foil signature art cards in this box so far. Ooh, Professor Onyx Japanese. This is our fourth mythic of the box. Sedgemoor Witch, I believe, for that rare. Oh, this is the foil of that one card that I have been raging out in the pre-release kits. Expel, I believe. The poor elephant. Like, even in the flavor text, I was complaining about this past weekend. I was like, why is he getting kicked out? And some of you guys over on Twitch were saying, Allie, read the flavor text. I'm like, yeah, I'm reading it. He says he doesn't feel like he fits in. He's like, he doesn't feel like he's cut out for it. But, like, why is he getting expelled? Just transfer, my friend. He's a big sad. Poor elephant's just trying to learn, isn't feeling too good, isn't confident in his abilities, and then they just kick him out. It's like, come on, at least, like, tell him, hey, maybe you should transfer. Like, if he's failing or something. You know, it's like the poor elephant, he's just trying to get an education. Let the man live. Or female elephant, I really don't know. How do you check the gender of an elephant? Do you have to, like, climb in there? I don't know. That's a question I don't particularly want an answer to. But that elephant, man, they just want to learn. They just want to learn. Ooh. Tendrils of Agony art card. Ooh, that's cool. Now this, I would have thought would have been Duress, but we already found Duress. This one is Eliminate. Interesting. Interesting. Lots of foils coming out of the set boosters. I noticed this in the English one we opened on up. Getting a lot of foils. We've had 2 foil rares, a foil mythic, but in general, between like basic foils, uncommon, and common foils, definitely getting a lot more, I feel like, than we saw out of Kaldheim, which is nice. I always love foils. We have a foil Swamp. So still impressed with the amount of foils we are getting per set booster. We have another mythic. We have another blue. This is Opt. Very nice. Still holding out hope for a foil Japanese alternate art. Getting close to the end here, though. If I had to eyeball, it looks like maybe 7 packs left. And still have yet to find a foil signature art card. Yet another foil. Ooh, we have the Witherbloom Dragon here for our next mythic. I've started putting our non-foil mythics in the foil pile. Ooh, Dryad Arbor, that's cool. Dryad Arbor isn't as expensive as it once was, but still pretty cool, especially with that Future Sight original border. Alright, looks like I was completely off on my estimation. I was estimating 2 packs here in these rows and 3 left in this one. But it looks like there was 4 and then 3 in each of those. So we actually had 10 packs remaining. I was off by 3. Somehow underestimated a pack in each row. Yes, I don't have as good eyesight as you think I would. I'm wearing glasses. Like, come on, Allie. You are literally supposed to be able to see. What is wrong with you? But you know what? That just gives us more packs to enjoy. We have a rare. Another foil. Definitely impressed with the amount of foils. Although, it is nice to be getting that many foils. That, of course, means, I mean, typically common and uncommon foils don't have too much value to them unless they are quite playable. But that just means they'll most likely be even cheaper. So when you pull one, it isn't as special, but it still looks pretty cool. Nice and shiny. Ooh. This is our green. Green. We have Snakeskin Veil. Don't think I've actually ever heard of that card, but I like the way it looks. Why do I keep trying to put the tokens in our uncommon piles? No idea. But alright, we are finished with our leftmost row. One step closer to finishing off our first Japanese set booster opening here. Do actually have 2 boxes scheduled for this upcoming weekend's live stream. 2 personal break boxes of Japanese set boosters. A 3rd foil rare. So 3 foil rares, 1 foil mythic. Rare lesson. That looks cool. Dude's just chilling. Quite ominously. That is Tainted Pact. Yet another foil. Endless foils, except of the Japanese alternate art variety. Still have not found one of those. I wonder if we're going to be finding an average of 1 to 2 per box. We've already had a regular art version. Might not find one here. That would be disappointing, but I'm still down to see what other cards we can get here in this box. I have a borderless Luca. And, oh, the little doggo. A borderless mythic to add to our cool mythic pile. Belfry Spirit. Alright, we have an uncommon from Ixalan on the list. I mean, the list is very large, so some of it's going to be very odd choices, but just the sheer amount of common and uncommons, it's like, why are they on the list? But, you know, of course, between the good cards, Kozilek, Food Chain, I think it's still on the list. You're going to have some questionable choices. It makes sense. Still doesn't feel great, but it makes sense. I like this giant frog. He's cute. We have a rare. And, ooh, that dragon looks cool. This one here is Divine Gambit. This one looks like traditional Japanese tattoo art. That's what the art style there reminds me of. Oh, the Seb McKinnon one here. I was like, where is our art signature card? And it was actually right here. Just kind of blended in a little bit with the foliage there, because it is gold on gold. Because I think it's Harness Infinity might be the name here. But art card, gold foil signature of the box, Seb McKinnon. I'll get that sleeved up when we're done here with this pack. We have a mythic here in the regular Mystical Archives. This one is Chaos Warp. Have yet to find this one. We've actually found a few Mizzix Mastery, which is another red mythic. This here is Chaos Warp. Another common foil. And alright, 2 packs left. Of course, I will go through and do a recap here at the end. I did not sleeve up that Seb McKinnon art card like I said I would, so I'll go ahead and do that after this pack. Ooh, we have a rare. And another blue. Very thankful I have a cheat sheet up. Even though I scroll past what I'm looking for half the time. Blue Sun Zenith. And alright, final pack of our first ever Japanese set booster opening here on the channel. Go ahead and move the box out of the way since it only wanted to fall over anyways. Ending off with a foil basic island. Hey, we got that mythic lesson. That's cool. Go ahead and put that in our mythic pile. Ooh, and we have one final Japanese alternate art. This is D-Spark. Ooh. Alright. So. Right, I can see Bolus now. Makes sense. Okay, the other God Eternals attacking him. Nice. Nice. It's crazy how, you can tell that artist must have been given the same prompt for the Mystical Archives between the regular and the Japanese alt art versions. And just to see how it was interpreted across, across the two different styles, two different artists is very cool to see. Even like you compare the differences, you can see similarities and of course the obvious differences between the two different Faithless lootings. I would be showing them off to you guys together if we'd found. We didn't find either here. But even those you can see with the holding the two different things. And it's just really cool. I love looking at these artist interpretations. Always have had a very soft spot in my heart for art history, art appreciation. I love collecting sketch cards. At some point, I would love to be able to collect original Magic art, although I don't think I will ever have enough money to do so. It does seem like it was a bit more affordable about 5 to 10 years ago. Right now, everything is crazy. I remember seeing, I think on auction, the Double Masters, the VIP edition Stoneforge Mystic sold for like $75,000. Like, that's a lot. Like, that is never something I will be able to do. But I can hang out in the Facebook group and just look. So that is very enjoyable whenever I see the full arts, the physical, full-size arts. Some of these things are huge. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and do our recap here. Did get one signature card here. We had the Seb McKinnon. Like I said, believe that is Harness Infinity, which we actually did get in our regular Mythic pile. But from the whole box, we did get 6 non-foil Mythics, including that Professor Onyx and the Witherbloom Elder Dragon. Of course, that Lesson Mythic has been pretty hard to come by from what I've seen. So some pretty cool looking stuff there. We also had a Borderless Luca. And Miro, I think, is the dog's name, if I'm reading my katakana properly. We also had a foil Mythic. Believe that is the big baddie here that Liliana was warning Rowan and Will about, but I'm not 100%, still haven't had a chance to go ahead and check out the story. But so overall, we had 8 Mythics in this box. Definitely very nice. One of the highest amount of Mythics I think we've seen out of a set booster. Not including any coming out of the Mystical Archives cards either. Then overall, we did have 3 foil rares. 1 foil. This was, I think we looked it up. I believe it was Tendrils of Agony, but let me double check. No, Tendrils of Agony. No, I looked up. I was confused at first. Thought that was the English. Tendrils of Agony is the one with the skeleton. That one's cool. This one is Eliminate. All right. All right, so actually, let's look at the Japanese Eliminate too. Let's do our little comparison since we have both of them to look at here. That one is the one with the dude's skull kind of fragmenting into pieces that I would have originally thought would have been dress. But you can see, like, the same kind of, like, oh, the head fading out into different things. You can see the same prompts here, but totally different execution. Very, very cool. I just love what happened here with this set. For our cards from the list, we did end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including a rare Urza's Blueprints and the Dryad Arbor. Dryad Arbor looks cool. I believe just that Balefire Liege was also a rare here. I'll pan through our regular rares as well. The names are starting to come to me. I can name a few. Like, I know I saw the Sedgemoor Witch. We also had Double Major. Definitely, as I come across these cards more frequently, I am recognizing stuff. I'm just not remembering the names off the top of my head just quite yet. Dagomoth Titan, I believe. I like the owls. I love all these owl species characters that are appearing in the set. Really, really cool looking designs on those. We had the Chaos Warp Mythic. Let's see how many rares we found. Rares and Mythics out of these Mystical Archive regular arts. All right, so we had Chaos Warp, Tendrils of Agony, D-Spark. These two I'm not 100% certain on, but 4 rares. I feel like we did see more out of the English, but of course these are just from the regular arts. Don't think there will be an easy way for me. Oh, actually, let me see. Let me compare. Are you a mythic? Blue Sun Zenith is a mythic. All right, so actually you are able to tell. If it's in a silvery print, silver blue print, it is an uncommon. And then there is gold for rare. We have D-Spark. Blue Sun Zenith, mythic. Oh, so we had 2 mythics. That looks rare. Rare. All right, so we had 2 mythics in the Japanese alternate art and another 5 rares. All right, so we did end up getting more mythics and more rares out of the Japanese alternate art mystical archives than out of the regular art. So still really cool. I love the way these cards look. Really tempted to go ahead and make myself a set. Really depends on price. Like I said, I have some other tricks up my sleeve at the moment, so I don't have too much excess money laying around for Magic cards. But I will definitely take a look because these are absolutely gorgeous. They have a different finish as well. They look like they have a matte finish, and then the shiny bits for the set logo. Really love the way those look. Definitely very good execution. And from what I've seen, from what other people have been saying, pictures online, people leaving their cards out over the past weekend for pre-release weekend if they pulled, seems like the regular foils still have a bit pringly aspects to them, but the mystical archives in general seem to be staying very flat. So definitely good improvement there. Hopefully Wizards can give that treatment to all foils from here on out so that there are less curvature issues with the cards. But I had a great time opening up the set booster. I know this was a long one here, lots of cheating, looking at, like I said, I'm looking at cardgamedatabase.com/MTG mystical archive cards. If you want a quick reference, has both the English text ones and then the Japanese alternate arts with highlighted over which cards they are. So definitely very cool there. Thank you to them for having that easily available for all of us to look at. But really had a fun time. Next up, we'll be checking out collector boosters. So let's see how many of these names I can recognize as we get into those, because you will be finding Japanese mystical archives cards in the collector boosters as well. But that's what I'll get into next. 3 boxes of collector boosters coming up next. But that does it for this video here. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to go on ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. And of course, if you're not yet part of the Titan Cards family, we'd love to have you with us. Make sure you go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, before I get on out of here, do have to give a big shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much, you guys, for going above and beyond with your support of the channel. We really, truly do appreciate it. Do have 6 Black Label fans, and in Bounty Hunter Breaks, Epicenter Gaming, Sean F., Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. We also do have 9 Gem Mint fans: Alberto M., Anthony Basileo, Chris Rivers, D. Vaughn, Dusty Archuleta, Jerry Geek, Jake Rhino C., Joe Howe, and Michael C. But thank you so much to all of our channel members. And of course, all members do have their names shown on screen at the end of every single video. But that does it for me here today on Japanese set booster openings. Like I said, do have 2 personal breaks scheduled for this upcoming weekend's live stream of Japanese set boosters. So if you want to see me open up some more, make sure to tune back in this upcoming Saturday, starting at 7:45 p.m. Eastern, for more live Strixhaven openings. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and hope to catch you in the next video. Bye!